Submarines are watercraft capable of long-term underwater operations. They appeared in large numbers at the beginning of the 20th century. Although they are also used for research and rescue tasks, they are primarily used for military purposes. Initially, submarines were powered by steam engines. Submarines used in World War I were already powered by petrol engines on the surface and electric engines when submerged. These submarines moved along the surface and were only submerged during battles. The German U-31 class U-35 submarine was produced in 1912, but only entered service in 1914. Its total length was nearly 65 meters. It was 7 meters wide and 8 meters tall. The 971-ton submarine was powered by 2 diesel engines when on the surface, with a maximum speed of 30 kilometers per hour, and 2 electric engines when submerged, with a maximum speed of 18 kilometers per hour. Its maximum diving depth was 50 meters. The submarine was commanded by 4 officers and had a crew of 31. Its combat range was 14,000 kilometers on the surface and 130 kilometers when submerged. The arsenal of the U-35 included 4 50-centimeter torpedo tubes and 2 88mm cannons. It became the most successful U-boat in the war, sinking 224 ships. Its best-known and longest-serving captain was Lothar von Arnault de la Perrière, who saw 195 ships sunk under his command. But his fame did not originate from this. He became famous for allowing crews of enemy merchant ships to board their lifeboats and then giving them directions to the nearest port before sinking their ships. A submarine is a watercraft capable of traveling underwater. When a submarine submerges, valves are opened, filling the ballast tanks with water. This causes the average density and weight of the hull to increase. If the weight exceeds the buoyant force, the vessel starts to descend. When a submarine ascends, water is pumped out of the tanks and replaced with compressed air. This causes the average density and weight of the hull to decrease. If the weight is lower than the buoyant force, the vessel starts to ascend. Although submarines can perform a variety of tasks, they are most important in military operations. Today's military submarines are designed to launch cruise missiles and ballistic missiles. The latter played an important role during the Cold War in nuclear deterrence, and thus in maintaining peace.